Right guys, so here we go again. It's the start of the second half of the contest season for me this year. So for those who've been following me before, I had quite a successful season at the start of the year. 4 overall wins. It'll be the NABBA Scottish, the PCA Northeast, PCA UK, and overall the NABBA British as well. So did I expect to get all that? No, I didn't. I just took it as it comes, and yeah, it's been eventful anyway. I don't know, it's learned a lot from all that. It seems that the kind of the formula that I've put together along with Nick Vandal it worked pretty much. So chuffed with that. As I said before, this is just due to years and years of trial and error. You know, I've done mad shit here, I've done mad shit there, and it's kind of from last season. I pretty much wrote down a list and just said none of that happens again. None of that shit, right? And every now and again in the prep at the start of the year, I had to go back to that list and remind myself not to do some of these certain things. So we're now 10 weeks out today from the PCA British finals. So we've got that. 3 weeks later we've got the Mr. Universe, which is still pretty surreal. Even people who don't know bodybuilding know what the Mr. Universe is. So to stand on that stage, I think it's going to be pretty awesome. And just what you see, kind of what happens there. I know some of the guys that I've done the British with are going to be there. Guys who are way bigger than me, but hopefully I can bring the detail and the condition that I brought to the British just past there, and maybe a wee bit fuller. I think that's what I took from the photos that I saw of myself there. I think just being a bit rounder, a bit fuller would have been a nicer. But you don't want to play about with fullness and then sacrifice condition, which I've done a million times in the fucking past. And this is the first year I've listened to myself and actually done it. Last season, I carved up with insulin the night before. I'd done insulin shots with every single meal. Yeah, I was full and round, but the condition wasn't there, and I wasn't chuffed with how I looked on that aspect. So when I say I've done everything, I've done everything. And when clients come to me and say, why are we not doing this, why are we doing that? It's like, because I've done it. It doesn't work. Every single show I've done, I played it safe, okay? I carved up, not necessarily carved up, but I pushed my food back up. I allowed my body to recover a wee bit. So from Sunday to whenever the show was, Saturday or Sunday, just depending on the show, I just ate more. The highest, so in the last week before the British, I was on 600 gram of carbs each day. Could have pushed that a little bit, but again, we don't want to go back to that. And on the day of the show, I loaded some fat. So I didn't go and have like a burger and fries the night before, because that just terrifies me. There's no way I'm doing that. So what I've done was I put macadamia oil in with each of my meals on the day of the show. I think that worked quite well. I thought that just gave me a little bit more oomph to the physique and a wee bit harder. But what I like to do for these shows going forward is doing that the day before. If you're putting a tablespoon of macadamia oil in each of your meals, you're not gonna go backwards, or nothing negative's gonna happen from that. You're just not, right? You don't get fat overnight. That's just humanly and chemically impossible. So that's kind of my thought process going forward. But that's kind of the only thing that I'll change compared to last season. So, like I said, 12 weeks. For those who follow me on social media, which I'm guessing if you're watching this video you already do. If you don't, why not? But I went on, so after the British, I said I'll train during the week, I'll keep doing cardio, I'll do some damage limitation Monday to Friday. The weekends, I'm fucking off. I'm not doing anything bodybuilding wise. I've done a bit of cardio on a Saturday morning and a wee bit on a Sunday morning, right, just a brisk walk. But I dieted from the 22nd of December, I think, to the 1st of June. I needed that time more mentally than anything else. Your body can put up with a lot of shit, right? people who bitch and moan on prep about how they're dying this, they're dying that, trust me, the human body's gone through way worse than cutting your food back a little bit and doing cardio. So, how did I get on that point? I don't know how I got on that point. Stop fucking moaning, right? So I needed that break, and so I'd done that, and then mid-June, me and the girlfriend went to an all-inclusive, and I went apeshit. You know, I wasn't going there to control myself. I didn't care how I looked when I got back. I needed that week off to just re-energize, drink a lot. For those who are wondering, I do drink alcohol in my off season. I drink alcohol almost every weekend. I don't binge often. Like, if we're talking about nights out, I maybe have 3 a year. So this year I've had 1, and the probably next one now is going to be my works night out at Christmas, so that's 2. But in terms of my off season, I will drink. Just to kind of sidetrack there and answer a few clients' questions who have asked me that before. I love red wine. Once bodybuilding's over, I'm going to be a full-blown alcoholic. I can 100% tell you that. So, yeah, I do drink during my off season. And in terms of food, didn't track anything, didn't care what I was eating. I just wanted to eat whatever I want. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Still trained, still done a little bit of cardio. Again, damage limitation. The sessions weren't remotely hard, and the cardio was just a piss take walk. Came back. Surprisingly, I looked way better than I thought I would. Still a big bottle of water, but what are you going to do, you know? So it was well worth it, don't regret a thing. And 6.5 pounds came off in the first week. So, right. 6.5 pounds, not worried at all. Going forward, we're 10 weeks today, like I said, down to 252. So it's an 8 pound drop. At the 12-week mark, what I do with myself and most clients, that's when I start pushing up or starting anabolics and growth. So there's going to be a bit of give and take in terms of the weight. I probably have lost more fat than the weight suggests. You've got to take into account the increase in anabolics and growth hormone that's come in as well. So these wee factors, but I'm harder, rounder, fuller, doesn't matter. I'm still 8 pound down, so I'm happy enough for that. Things I've doing differently this time. Obviously I've got 12 weeks, so I've not got as long as I did. I did a 16-week prep last time. Kind of cleaned it up at 16 weeks and then kind of went full tilt at 12. But I'm currently, this morning, 4.5 pound lighter than I was at the same point at the start of the year. Better composition, fuller, bigger, rounder. So yeah, it's nice. It's not bad at all being in that place, and I'm happy enough with my current condition just now. So, in terms of stuff I'm doing differently, the food's slightly lower than where it was at this point, but if you got to remember when I done the Scottish, I'd still had 7 weeks until the British, so I had to kind of strategically make sure that I was going to be 100% the Scottish, but I knew there could have been more leeway. Don't get me wrong, I did not hold back going for the Scottish. That is just not a thing. Warm-up shows are not a thing, right? That's just not. Why would you risk looking like a bag of shit for a warm-up show? Don't call them warm-up shows. Just do a show, right? Just do it. Just get ready and do a show, okay? This whole jumping in last minute bollocks is just fucking bollocks. You don't. This isn't a game of fucking 7-a-sides. You don't just jump in. This is bodybuilding. You don't just jump into a prep. If you take this sport seriously, you're strategic about when you start, what you're doing in the prep. So when you hear people saying that shit, like I don't buy it. I don't think anyone just jumps in. You've always had that in your mind to do it. For instance, between the Scottish, also I want to qualify for the PCA finals, but between the Scottish and the NABBA British, I needed shows in between that to stay on my diet basically, because if I had that 7 weeks, and I found it quite hard to kind of come off, go back on, and so on. So I don't buy that. Don't buy that at all. So no warm-up shows for me. Straight into the British and the Universe, and then the NABBA Europeans in Italy 2 weeks after the Universe. So it's going to be another long one. It's going to be mid-November before I'm done, but I'm not struggling. Fat's coming off, water's coming off, and obviously my motivation's sky high from the start of the year. That's the best year I've ever had, by far. Couldn't hope for anything better. So yeah. I should write notes down. I don't remember stuff. Anyway, I'm back. 10 weeks. I'm going to try and do these every Sunday going forward. I do promise. I don't know why, but people like kind of hearing what I have to say about certain things. And that's where I am just now. So I hope I've shaved 10 minutes off your cardio. Listen at my pish. What else? Nah, we're good. We're all done. We're all done here. 10 weeks out. I'll keep these going. Promise. See you later.